Okay, so I'm back with another video, and I'm gonna draw 2 more OCs today. I'm also sorry this took a while. Okay, so first we have Erika Hoshi from Hoshiyomi. She's the magical girl of the moon. Although many magical girls are a bit scared of her, she can be really caring towards her friends. Although she can be a bit of a yandere at times. She lives in with her host, Tsuki, but she's although is most dominant. I thought her design was simple but cute, so I did her. This artwork took a lot of adjustments and stuff because for some reason it just didn't look right for the most part, but I think I figured it out. I think the jacket and sleeves overall were pretty fun to draw. And I liked the bow too. The face was kind of a struggle for me though. I also think I made the hair a little, bit messy, but I hope it's fine. You can see there was a lot of adjusting. I kind of struggled with the hand, but I think it worked well in the end. The hand was pretty hard to do. I just didn't know what looked right. Moving on to coloring. The coloring was pretty fun, I think. It was pretty chill and stuff. I had to adjust something though. I think the shading this time was pretty simple, but it was also easy. So yeah. The hair was a little bit silly with the shading and the lighting and stuff. So sorry about that. It looked a little bit wonky. That was not the intention. I also forgot to mention how at first I wanted her to be sitting on a moon, but I didn't actually know how to do that, so I just had her holding a moon. I know, it's a little bit less cool. Sorry. And here is the finished product. Next up is Constance by Lemo. She's a protagonist from The Sins of Himari Lumiere. She's childish, stoic, and blunt. Sometimes she acts dumb on purpose, though she's likely one of the smartest people in the universe. I wanted to try something a little bit silly for this artwork. I wanted her to be staring at a goldfish in a bowl, because, why not? I'm not too sure if that's something she'd actually do, but I thought it was a silly idea, so I went with it anyway. I think both the fish and the character was pretty fun to draw. At first I was struggling with the eyes, but I figured it out. The sleeves were a little tough, but I managed. I also had to keep adjusting them, because for some reason the sleeves just did not look right, but I fixed it. I also kind of thought the horns were a little bit of a challenge, but like I managed to do that as well, I think. I think the horns look pretty cute. The hair was pretty simple, nothing too big. I thought the flowers on her hair were fun to draw, and the little buns. Just erasing a little itty bitty details. I think the hands were pretty fun. Thought they looked like rather cute. I thought the arms looked a little too long, so I tried to like shorten them. I almost forgot about the earring bit. I thought the colors were a little bit confusing at first, but I think they actually enhanced the artwork. The blush was pretty fun. I really enjoyed the shading here for some reason. I added a little bit of yellow at the edge, and at first I didn't know how it would look, but I just trusted my instincts and the process. And I actually think it looks a little bit better with the yellow highlights and stuff. The shading for the hair looked a little wonky here too. The shading for the back part of the hair was also pretty simple. And finally, the goldfish. I thought the goldfish actually looked kind of cute, and I'm not really used to drawing goldfish that much. I wanted it to be a glass table, but then it just, I don't know, you just can't see the glass part at all. And here's the finished product. If you want your OCs to be drawn, join the link in the description.